What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your very first time joining me. My name is Jessica. I'm a mother as well as a makeup lover, of course. So for today's video, I actually got requested on TikTok to do this look, but in pink. So those are the vibes that I'm going to be doing today. Here's a little sneak peek of what we got going on. I am going to be using my P.louise Watch the Queen Conquer palette because, of course, it has these stunning pinks in it. And I think that it looks like so good, exactly how I imagined when they said to use pink. This is exactly what I imagined, so kind of hit the nail on the head on that one. Today's look is really just going to be focused on the eyes because it is very, detailed, lots of cut creases and line work. I try to make it as simple as possible, as like beginner friendly as possible. It's more of just like practice, learning to do makeup, it just is all about trial and error. So keep that in mind if you are a beginner. But yeah, like I said, just doing the eyes. I will leave my face products down below if you're interested to know what I used on my complexion. But other than that, I don't really have too much to say, so let's just jump right on in. So for today's look, I'm going to be taking the P.louise Watch the Queen Conquer palette, and I'm going to go ahead and take the front side, which is the purples and the pinks. I'm going to take this like maroony shade, which is called C's, right here. I'm going to take this on a Makeup Shack T44 brush. It's just a nice fluffy packing brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply it in my desired shape. So what I'm kind of going for here is like a small, like full cut crease, and then my line work will go further out. It's kind of the vibe that I'm aiming for right now. So I'm just going to kind of pack it down, give it a little circle motions, blend it out a little bit, and then I'll flick it out a bit at the end. Next, I'm going to take this really nice dark pink shade right here, which is called Positions. And I'm going to take this on a more like smaller dense brush. So I'm just going to go right on top of that first shade. I'm going to do little circle motions to blend it out. So these shades are very similar. This one's just a hair darker. So I think I'm just going to take them both mixed together because why not? Yeah. So the shade Fun and Games and Rule Breaker. Because I know when I go to do like the gradients, I want to use both colors because like I said, one's a little bit darker than the other. So it's going to give a nice like blend if I were to use both of those together. So I'm going to take this on a Dress Up Multi-12 brush, which is just a nice fluffy brush. And I'm just going to go in little circle motions right over this cut crease. And with every color, I'm kind of flaring it out further and further. Next, I'm going to take this hot pink, which is called Defeat. I'm going to take this on a big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M573 brush. And I'm just going to do the same thing, little circle motions, and I'm just going to buff this out. Then after I do this, I'm going to go with all the colors again and re-intensify them and make sure the blend is nice. So now I'm going to take some Vaseline and I'm going to go ahead and cut out my crease really quick. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. I actually really love the tones of these pinks. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Sheen Epic Liner. These ones are UV, but I don't have like a black light. But if I did, UV activated. This one's in the shade Cool Mint. So I'm going to take this on a tiny little nail liner brush. So this tiny brush, can you even see that? So this is just a nail art brush that I got off of Amazon. I highly recommend nail art brushes for like liner. They're perfect. Like they're so thin and precise. Can't go wrong, really. Pretty happy with that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the P.louise Basic Bright in the shade Winter Rose, but I'm going to also take a little bit of the base in just like the regular Rumor 2, and I'm going to mix it to just lighten it up a little bit because I want a really nice like pastel pink. Okay, so now I'm going to take a really teeny tiny brush. This one right here is a Morphe M213 brush. And I'm going to take the same shades that I blended this way, and I'm just going to start from dark to light. So I'll go over them with you just in case you forgot. So I'm going to start with the shade C's. Then we're going to go into Positions. And then I'll take the shade Fun and Games. Then I'll take the shade, what is it? Rule Breaker. Then I'll take Defeat. And then to finish it off, I'm going to take the shade Champion. That shade Champion is really going to match this pastel really nicely. Okay, so now I'll take some more Vaseline, and I'm going to cut this crease again just to get like a precise line. The thing about today's look is it's all in the details. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do another blue line right under this. Do the same thing, and I'm going to go in with a Q-tip and clean up this line, make it perfect. That's why I like to do like the line work before I do anything, because I do not have the steadiest hand, so this is just easier for me. Okay, so now I'm going to lay more of the pink down, mixed in with the Rumor 2 base. I'm going to take a little bit of some Scotch tape, and I'm going to place it where I want it. I'm going to start by taking the shade C's, which is the very first shade I used. And I'm just going to pack these down one after the other, from dark to light this way. pretty happy with that now. It's much better. Let's peel the tape off. It's always so satisfying. When I go to do under my eyes, I'll connect it right there. So it's gonna look nice. I really love that color combination. So let me go ahead and do this other eye, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my face makeup as well, because I really just want to focus on the eyeshadow, because this is very like intricate, like line work and details and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and do this eye, do my makeup, and then we can come and do under the eyes, and you know, I'll give you guys all the details on my lashes and all that stuff. So I will be right back. I just went ahead and I did my makeup. My blush doesn't look so intense in person, but I feel like on camera it looks like crazy. So yeah, so I just did my face makeup and I caught this eye up, and I have to say, so the first time I did this look, when I did it with like the browns and stuff, it creased a lot more. Like, it's actually staying really, really intact, so I'm really happy about that. So let's see. So for under the eyes, I'm going to start by taking the shade C's, and I'm going to take it on a flat brush, and I'm just going to connect this wing down here, but I'm not going to take it all the way. I'm going to take it like halfway. Then I'm going to dust that brush off, and I'll go into the shade Positions, which is the next shade in line that I use to like blend all over this place, this way, that way. Then I'm going to skip straight to the shade Defeat, which is the hot pink. It's like this pink here. So I'm just kind of packing in the front and going just a little bit under, but not all the way under. Then I'm going to take the shimmer shade called Elevate. Just going to take it on my finger, my little pinky, and put that in the inner corner, and also right in that little blank spot. So my lash of choice today is actually going to be these Poop Lunch false lashes. These are really nice and flare out, but they're also a little bit smaller, so you'll still be able to see all the detail in my makeup. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to apply that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me go ahead and finish everything off. Usually under the eyes, I like to keep them really, really simple. You know, just kind of whatever colors I took on top, I usually just take under the bottom. So really not too much extra to do there. So yeah, so let me go ahead and finish everything up, and we come back and I'll give you guys all the details on my lip combo and all that stuff. So here is the completed look. I just really love how everything came out. Shout out to the person who suggested I do this in pink, because it is a vibe. So as far as my lip combo goes, I went in with the LA Girl Precision Lip Liner in the shade Blushing, and then I went in with the NYX Lingerie XXL in the shade Expose Me, and then on top the Bakerie Cosmetics Lemonade Lip Gloss in the shade Peach Tea. Just been really loving this lip gloss. Like, it's so good. Yeah. So yeah, of course I didn't film my face makeup tutorial, so I'll make sure that I leave all the products that I use down below if you're curious to know what I use to achieve this makeup look. I've really been loving the way that my skin has been coming out, but also I'm still kind of playing around with my setup. So yeah, and I mean, I kind of still do the same like basic things as far as like my face makeup goes. I just kind of switch in between like the different blush and highlight and like bronzer that I use. You know, like the products switch up, but my routine stays the same. So I did order the new Jaclyn complexion collection, so when that gets here, I'll definitely do an updated kind of like face routine. I want to try it out using that. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell, so that way you can know when the video comes out. But yeah, that is going to conclude today's video. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like me and if you like my content. And without further ado, we're gonna go right on ahead. Roll the clip.